can't believe this nigga, y'all. So the same nigga who cheated on me and who bumper I took, he reported me to Section 8. He told them that he was staying with me. So y'all know when you on Section 8, you can't have nobody living with you. He took the mail that he was getting to my house, to the Section 8, and they terminated my Section 8. So they gave me 24 hours to move out. Me and my kids, we don't have anywhere to go. I can't believe this nigga just really did this. Like, he is so bitter. Like, you could have had your bumper back. So now me and my kids, we don't have anywhere to go. We don't have nowhere to go because this nigga. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why is he like this? Like, he already don't have nowhere to live. So now me and my 7 kids, we don't have nowhere to go.
7 kids?
We don't have anywhere to go. School is supposed to start, like, on Monday. I just can't believe he did this to me. Like, why would you do this to me? Why? I'm so stressed. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I just don't understand why he would do this. I can't believe this.
So let me get this straight. You got 7 kids. That's crazy. Whoever that brother was, he a wild boy. You a wild boy. But let's stay on track. You got 7 kids. And you mean to tell me you risked your voucher doing something that you knew you shouldn't have been doing from the beginning? Because she's putting all the earnest on this dude. But it sounds like she got emotional. And she said she took his license plate or his bumper or something. Why did you do that? If you're going to come on here ranting, why don't you address why you did that in the first place? Which seems like that was actually the initial act that actually caused the domino effect to what happened in the first place. You did something spiteful or you did something egregious and malicious first. And then I don't agree with how he went about it, especially knowing there's kids involved. But then it seems like he did something in retaliation to what you did from preconception. So, one, why would you do that? And honestly, my biggest concern is the fact that clearly if this dude knew that she was a single mother with 7 kids relying on this voucher, and I mean relying on it, and once you get terminated off of it, especially for fraudulent reasons, you're never getting back on it. And I wouldn't be surprised if you can't use any other benefits of the program either. But what I'm trying to convey is that if this dude would do that, then that lets you know his character. So what should be really appalling and what should really stand out in her mind is that I had this dastardly dude with dastardly character living with me around my kids this whole time. And what I would expect you to say is, and I didn't know it. But sadly, what we find a lot of times, these women know exactly these dudes' character. It's very clear. It's very obvious. And yet, they keep procreating with them. I think that's amazing. But let's go ahead and get to the next clip. Before we do, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype.
Y'all, yes, I'm in the bathroom, but no, I'm not using it. I'm about to get in the shower. But listen, I have to tell y'all this. I just watched a video of this girl. Her and her boyfriend done broke up. And she was on Section 8. He done went to Section 8 and told Section 8 that he lived there. They asked him did he have proof, and he pulled out a piece of mail that he had got sent there. Like, so they terminated her. She has 24 hours to get out. Listen, y'all ladies that got Section 8 and y'all got kids, that's your livelihood. You can't be letting these randoms come in there and jeopardize that. And she on there crying like, oh, she don't know what she gonna do. She don't know where she gonna go. Like, you had a place to go. He a man. He should have been. You should have been going over his house to kick it with him, and then you go home. I don't know what they be thinking. And then too, I know women want to have.
Let's go back to that because what she just said right there was wild.
I don't know what they be thinking. He a man. He should have been. You should have been going over his house to kick it with him, and then you go home.
How are you on Section 8 kicking it in any way, shape, or form? If you're on Section 8, then that means you're on your last leg. That means you're in destitution. And that means you ultimately were about to end up on the street. And then something came and saved you. But you still need to have some urgency behind you in order to get ahead of this, especially now where things are very much limited now, which they didn't used to be. And understand, the government, the proposal is to cut 40% of the funding of Section 8, which is going to affect a lot of people, and especially able-bodied people. And on top of that, what you have to deal with as well is that landlords can also legally refuse you as well, which has been contributing because Section 8 tenants have started to get a bad rap and a bad reputation as well. So you have a lot of different things that's affecting this over here. So this really shouldn't be something that you plan on depending on for much longer anyway.
I don't know what they be thinking. And then too, I know, women want to have they dudes with them and stuff like that. So, but the thing is, you on Section 8. You supposed to be like, baby, you can't get no mail sent here. You know what I'm saying? You can stay here all you want to because they ain't gonna come check. But you can't get no mail here. Y'all don't be thinking. Use your brain. Damn.
This is an elder, as you can see. I'm referring to the person who is narrating this whole scenario. Still trying to say, still get ahead, still do what you could do, but use your brain, think. Don't let them get mail here. And this is the coaching that a lot of these ladies receive, and then it's no wonder why they get out here and they're doing all this craziness, which, I mean, the most obvious is just getting pregnant in the first place, because she even mentioned that. But hey, let's continue on.
So I just got finished watching a video of a girl who was on Section 8 and she had her boyfriend living in an apartment with her. They break up. He gets pissed off, goes down to the Section 8 office and tells them that he was living there. The Section 8 office asks him, do he have any proof? He shows them a piece of mail and they give her 24 hours to vacate the premises. Now she's on the internet crying because she doesn't have anywhere for her and her children to go. The first mistake was laying up with a man that's okay with staying in your Section 8 apartment. If I'm dating somebody and I'm on Section 8, I have no interest in dating them if they cannot help out my situation in any shape or form. Like, there's no way I would be dating a man who was okay with laying up in some Section 8 housing. That doesn't even make sense. And the fact that y'all be jeopardizing your place to stay for these men is crazy. This is where you and your children lay your head at. Now you don't have that because your boyfriend being a living boyfriend was that more important than your kids. Y'all have to do better.
Yeah, priorities.
One thing I can't stand about you old project assholes is that y'all don't never get off Section 8 and give these young girls a turn. These young girls have it harder because back in the days rent wasn't as high. But you hoes 30 and 40 and 50 still on Section 8 need to get the fuck off and give these young girls a chance who up coming out the hood, who really at the bottom. But see, y'all really ain't for the next person coming up. That's why y'all don't get off. Y'all don't give a fuck unless it affects you. Y'all need to get off and a lot of these get these young girls a turn. Let them come up. Let them go to school and raise their little baby in the project so they can come up and get their stuff out of there. But y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all rather spend the money that y'all can spend on rent on niggas, wigs, and lashes. Y'all don't even take care of the children. Y'all might do a little something.
Y'all don't take them children away. Y'all don't do nothing with them children. Y'all hoes just, y'all rather just benefit y'all stuff instead of help the next person up. That's why black people, we can't never fucking come up. Get off.
I just feel like at a certain age, they should kick you off Section 8. Like, it's no reason why motherfuckers are still on Section 8 that's been on Section 8 since I was a fucking teenager. It's ridiculous. We didn't even get a chance. Like, y'all wondering why we so motherfucking stressed? We didn't even get a chance to get a little bit of help. Like, damn.
Good morning, y'all. I'm just here to rant. You can keep scrolling or you can listen. I was on the Section 8 waiting list for 9 years. 9 years. Like, I just got accepted in October of
Didn't we just talk about it? It could take up to 10 years in a lot of states.
2024. So I've been on Section 8 for what, 6 months? When I tell you I want more than anything in this world to get off Section 8 already, I want to just go back to paying market rent. When I tell y'all Section 8 is not everything they make it out to be, like, it's just not even worth it. Not only am I new to California, but I'm new to the whole Section 8 program. So this landlord just completely scammed me. Just literally committed Section 8 fraud, and it's like nobody wants to help me. Let me rephrase that. I do have help because I have a lawyer, and I can't really get into that, but as far as my caseworker, the whole Section 8 people, like they don't really want to help. They don't want to do their fucking job, and it's so annoying. I'm very big on believing that everything happens for a reason, and I hope that all of this is happening for a reason, like to put me in a better position to, hopefully I'll be able to get off Section 8, pay market rent again, or put a down payment on a house, like.
So let's contextualize this, because this really just reveals something about human nature that I already know and that everyone else will be wise to understand. I think it's amazing how we'll watch like Animal Planet. There's people who will study animals, can't even communicate with them, but could tell you everything about what an animal does or even a bug. But yet we neglect the nature of the most complex animal, which is humans, which is us. And we don't study that as much as we should. And I feel like everyone should study that. And ultimately, I'm going a roundabout way to ultimately say she was waiting on Section 8 for almost a decade. And then she finally got it, and she's talking about it's not all it's cracked up to be. You can't make this ish up. You waited for a decade to finally get it. And then once you got it, because you have it, you no longer appreciate it. And now there's something else that you want. That's just how people are. You could want a car for a long time, a nice car. Give it 2 weeks soon as you buy it. Especially don't finance it. If you finance it, you're going to really be resenting it. Because eventually it ain't going to be ish. And you ain't even going to really keep it clean like that. You ain't going to you're going to have ashes all over the car. It's going to be like it's nothing. And now you're going to be thinking about the next car. You could have wanted that exact car for a decade. And then as soon as you get it, it's like it's nothing. And you're ready for the next thing. So people wanted the PS5 so bad to come out. Then when it came out, now they're like, where's the PS6? Man, be grateful that you're getting your whole life paid for. Talking about now she want to get off it so bad because this, that, and the third. Are they paying your stuff? Are you getting free money going towards your rent? If so, I don't understand how that could be bad. But it's because it's not, you don't have everything. It's not everything because it is going to restrict you in some ways. But that's the trade-off that you waited a decade for. So why didn't you know what you were getting before you got it? It's just that she wants everything. So since you don't appreciate it, just get off of it. I definitely agree. Go ahead and go back to regular rent. It sounds like that's an option. It sounds like you just waited because you just wanted to get your turn and not necessarily because you needed it. And I don't think that that's right.
Y'all, oh my gosh, I am so excited. So I am on like a little work break or whatever, working on my business, and I check my email and I see my house approval letter. I got so overjoyed, y'all, because I've been anxious wanting to see what they gonna say or whatever, because you know they gotta, well, some places they gotta run your credit and do a background check and stuff like that, which I knew that was gonna be straight, but I'm just anxious, you know, to see what they gonna say or whatever. So anyways, it's not one of the apartments that I had ended up touring and showing y'all on video. It's a townhouse. I didn't feel like recording because I was tired, had to go back down in the next day. But my son, he did request upstairs and downstairs. I don't know why he requested that. I don't know if he thought it was gonna be fun or whatever, but of course, anything to make my kids happy, I made it happen. I am so excited, y'all. New beginnings. I know what I'm capable of. I have faith in myself. I know when it's my time for something. I know when it's not my time and when I should wait more. I know how my pockets are. Um, what works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. But I know what's going on in my life. And majority of the time I do make good decisions. I am imperfect, but yeah, I'm a very responsible person. It ain't, I'm not the type of person that just jumps up and does stuff. What's the word for that? Um, it's a word for that I can't think off the top of my head. But no, I like to plan stuff out and I analyze a lot of stuff before I make the decision. But yeah, it's my time and I am so excited for me and my kids. And my mom, she passed away when I was 10 from domestic violence. I'm about to be 30 in a few months. Yes. And I know if she was here, she would be very, very proud of me. Super proud. I miss her so much. Yeah, but let me get off here before I start getting emotional. But yeah, I just wanted to give that update, and another update coming soon. Maybe I might get y'all a little house tour. I don't know. I might. Yeah.
So we'll leave it on a good note today. That's good news. She was able to get off of it. And I think that's the goal. But because people misused it and abused it for so long, a lot of people aren't going to get that opportunity anymore. And I feel like when people take such egregious advantage of something, how can you be mad? Right? I mean, what else do you expect? So, people got what they got out of it, but I don't think that it's going to be here for much longer for the vast majority. I think it's only going to be designated for people who have circumstances to where it's not based off decisions. It's based off of just getting a bad hand, i.e., the disabled, the elderly, things like that. But for the overlying majority that just uses it because it's there, I think that definitely going to have to be reevaluating some things. And I'm not going to lie, this is the worst time to be having to reevaluate some things. I'm not going to lie. If you haven't been keeping up that habit, as well as staying up on the latest technology and things that people are leveraging, then you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of homework to do. So we're going to leave it there for today. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button and it shows the points. And since I'm a smaller content creator, we actually get more points per hype than the larger content creators. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.